Hello and welcome to another episode of the A to Z of National Bus Company Subsidiaries. In this episode we journey to Wales. And before I go on, I would like to sincerely apologise to anybody Welsh with my rather dodgy pronunciations. In this episode we are looking at Jones of Aberbeeg. Aberbeeg is situated in Blaenau Gwent in South East Wales. This is a very rural area with the Brecon Beacon mountain range to the northwest. To the south lay the cities of Newport, which is 15 miles away, and Cardiff, which is 23 miles away. The South Wales area has a very proud history of coal mining, and there's no doubt that the coal mining industry played a huge part in the bus company's history. The mining brings people into the area and they need transport, whether to go to work, go to home, go shopping or to go to school. Jones Omnibus Services Limited, to give it its full title, started in 1921 and was known locally as Jones the Bus. Jones quickly grew and became a large local independent bus service and was operating 43 vehicles on local services at the time of the takeover by the National Bus Company. Prior to selling out to the National Bus Company, they operated mainly Leylands and AECs, and they did operate a few second-hand AECs, including this former Oxford AEC Regal. Now, unfortunately, I can't find any really old pictures of Jones charabancs or buses like that, so you'll have to make do with this one, I'm afraid. The livery of Jones was a very attractive light blue and cream. Now, as I said, the company sold out to the National Bus Company in April 1969 and initially retained this blue and cream livery. However, Jones were later to use the National Bus Company blue livery and incidentally were the only company who actually used the true National Bus Company blue colour. Now, I know there were other companies that used the blue, but Jones was the only one who used the authorised blue colour. Both East Yorkshire and Sunderland used a darker blue, and Midland General used a slightly different shade to that of the authorised National Bus Company blue. And when Gloucester started using blue in the 1980s, that again was a slightly different shade. And again, when Canbus was split from Eastern Counties, and we did a video on them a little while ago, I'll try and put a link up in the top right hand corner. This used a blue livery, but again this was a much lighter shade of blue and not the true National Bus Company blue livery that Jones used. Under National Bus Company control, the fleet was managed by red and white, and all the vehicles were numbered into the red and white series. Now, at the time, the red and white numbering system was quite interesting, and I'll mention it briefly here just so you've got an idea how it works. So the first part was a letter or two letters that referred to the type of the vehicle, N for National, R for RE, or RC for RE Coach. And the second part was 3 or 4 numbers, and this related to what number of the batch the bus was and what year it arrived. So the National pictured here, BUH207V, was numbered N2879, which shows it's a National, and it was the 28th bus of the batch delivered in 1979. Standard National Bus Company vehicles started to enter the fleet, such as Leyland Nationals. And I have to say how refreshing they looked to see them in the blue livery. They must have really stood out. It's mentioned possibly that Jones, when they sold out to the National Bus Company, put a clause in that the buses must remain in blue, as this had been their operating colour, or one of them, since the inauguration in 1921. And Jones was indeed the last of the National Bus Company subsidiaries to actually use the blue colour. On the 17th of April 1978, red and white was merged with Western Welsh, and this became National Welsh. Unfortunately, in the late 70s and early 80s, the National Bus Company started its market analysis project, and this would see a lot of changes within the group as a whole. The one that affected Jones was the Gwent Vales Market Analysis Project in the late 1970s, and this resulted in the closure of the depot at Aberbeeg. The former Jones vehicles unfortunately lost their National Bus Company Blue at this time and were painted into National Bus Company Red, where they joined the main National Welsh fleet, whilst most of the work from Aberbeeg Garage went to Tredegar Garage. Things settled down for a very short time, but deregulation was looming, and in 1987 National Welsh was sold to its management and was in private hands. However, the company was struggling to make money, and in January 1991 sold its East Division to Western Travel Group, who renamed this new company Red and White. Sadly, National Welsh selling off their Eastern Division didn't help, and in early 1992 the company was placed into receivership, with Tredegar Garage being closed, this being the garage that had taken on the work of Jones. This was closed because a lot of the routes in the area were now being operated by the new Red and White company, the one owned by Western Travel Group. However, Western Travel Group, who owned companies like Cheltenham and Gloucester, the old National Travel South West, Swindon and District, and Midland Red South, and latterly Circle Line of Gloucestershire, were purchased by the Stagecoach Group in November 1993 for £9.25 million. Initially, the Welsh operations traded as Stagecoach Red and White, but this was later changed to Stagecoach South Wales. And that brings us right up to date on this episode of the A to Z of the National Bus Company Subsidiaries. I hope you enjoyed this shorter than usual episode about this rather interesting former independent Welsh operator. I can assure you it was quite a hard one to research, as there doesn't actually seem to be a huge amount around about Jones of Aberbeeg. And I hope I got all the pronunciations of the Welsh towns right. Please comment down below if I did, and please berate me down below if I didn't. If you did enjoy this video, and maybe I should do this last bit in Welsh. Actually, no I won't. But if you did enjoy this episode of the A to Z of National Bus Company Subsidiaries, please like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you will receive notifications when I make future releases in this and in my other series here on sunny YouTube. Thank you so very much for watching. By watching this video, you have helped improve the life and quality of several old preserved buses. And that makes you a very fine human being. And I'm sure that a very fine human being like yourself who likes buses will find other videos on my channel very interesting. Go on, take a look. You know you want to. Bye for now.